What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. Yeah. Let's start by pulling a tarot card from this beautiful deck. Again, just so you know, I'm not sponsored in any way by this company. I'm not promoting them. I'm not doing anything. I mean, I'm promoting them in a way that I'm just talking about their deck, but I have there's nothing, I'm not involved with them in any way other than I bought their deck and I love it. But let's pull a card for the collective before we start here. But as I'm doing that, there's a lot in the works right now that I'm working on for this channel and for other things that I'm doing. So just be prepared, man. The new year is here. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's April 1st. This is the real, true New Year, not December 31st. April 1st is the real New Year that we're moving into. So today's New Year's Day, man. Celebrate, enjoy, celebrate yourself. The flowers are blooming. The warm weather's coming. We are going to just thrive going forward. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that there's not going to be more chaos and much, much more of that and a lot of it. The fact of the matter is, can we stand in the fire? Can we be in the chaos and still have peace within? And a big part of that is the observer and observing everything and being present and in the present moment, because that is true peace in the present moment. When you don't sit here and try to live in the future or live in the past, and you just stay present as much as you can. And mind you, the best way to do that is the breath, which I've talked about numerous times. But let's begin to pull this card from the deck. And I want to talk about something that may sound kind of gross to you guys, but sure, if you've listened on this channel before, it won't be too gross to you. But I just want to... All right, there we go. We got one already, guys, and it's a good card. I'm still learning. Tonight is the 4th week of the tarot class. So we got the 7 of Pentacles. And Pentacles, from what I get from my intuition, they're good. When you see them, they're good. There's so much beauty in this card, man. Look at this. Look at the kid, man. So it looks like a kid to me, and it looks like he's just out and about, just enjoying life, like being childlike, being just an open heart and vulnerable and just out in nature and just but see what you get from it, man. See what you get from it. Listen to it. Listen to your thoughts and your downloads. Again, I'm still working on the process of connecting to this deck, connecting to these cards. And it's a work in progress. You have to be patient and take it slow. And, it will fall into place when it's supposed to. But that's the card we got. For somebody out there needed that card. And, it's my pleasure to draw it for you guys. And so let's get into it, man. I did drop a short earlier today about, just basically being authentic, being yourself, being you, being all of you. And that's what we need to be doing as we go forward. Just being ourselves, being authentic, being loving with an open heart and vulnerable, and not to say that you forget the past and you don't prepare in the future, but the most important thing is the present, because none of those things exist yet, or not yet. The past already did and is gone and never can come back, and the future hasn't come yet. Not to say that you oh, don't make any goals and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that. You make them and you let go and you surrender and you give it up to the universe and move forward and stay in the present. Write them down and release them. Let the universe guide you after you've chosen those goals that you want, that you think you would want. And then just release it to the universe and let the universe guide you. But stay as present as you can, because even in every moment, you can still be planning and, resonating or reflection. Reflection is, to me, the most important thing. That if you actually are reflecting on your past and saying, well, how can I learn from that situation that I was in? Or how could I learn from that person or that individual or that teacher or that situation I went through? And that introspection is the most valuable as far as I'm concerned. So I want to speak on something to you guys that happened today. And it's interesting because, as I've talked about on here, I've fasted every other week. I essentially stopped for the past 2 weeks because I've been doing a colon cleanse. It's been about 3 months since the last one, maybe a little longer. So I'm starting to do that every 3 months. And so I began, I don't know, a week to 2 weeks ago doing the first part of the program. And as a matter of fact, I still got to call them and find out the protocol for the second part of the program because I don't remember how to do it. And I plan to do the colon cleanse the second half, which is roughly about a week or so. And then I'll get back to the fasting. But as you know, I've been doing green juice here and there, the wheatgrass, the detoxing, the fasting. I take chlorella. I take charcoal, activated charcoal. There's a bunch of things. I do a liver and kidney cleanse that's very light, that I've been doing for a long time now, probably over a year. I've been doing ozone. There's a bunch of things I do, and you're welcome to email me. I changed my email on the channel to symbolize the channel name. So I did switch it in there, and it's basically wisdomwarriors@hotmail.com. If you wanted to ask me any questions, you're more than welcome. I am not a doctor. I'm just telling you my experiences, and that's all. I am not a doctor. I don't claim to be one, but I can tell you right now, fasting is one of the biggest and best things you can do for your body. It not only gives your body a chance to rest, because it takes a lot, especially if you're a meat eater. And I'm not throwing shade if you're a meat eater, because I've eaten meat most of my life, and I've been now a vegan a couple years now, but I was on and off a vegan. I definitely didn't have dairy and stuff like that, but as far as the meat goes, it was an on and off thing. But the last few years, it's been completely off. I haven't had it one bit. Not only that, but as you can see, man, if you could tell my skin, you could see it's like much more shiny, man, smooth. I've been hydrating my skin, and that's helped. And so what I wanted to get to, I had this, I don't know, it was like a growth, I guess you could say, like where the skin like had a bump, like on my top of my head. And I don't know if you may have seen it in videos when I didn't have a hat on. You probably did. Well, little by little, I've been hydrating my skin, my head, my face, my neck. Not only that, like I said, I've been fasting. I've been detoxing for a long time now, a few years. And little by little, it started getting loosening up. And what the interesting thing is, this has been there, like, I'm not going to go into what I believe with the people in white coats and stuff like that. I'm going to use that terminology because this is YouTube. Eventually, very soon, I'm going to drop the link to the other website I have with somebody else, and we have a podcast we've been doing for well over a year now, which really hasn't gone public fully yet. It's on the web, but we haven't promoted it or advertised it. But that is going to be, I'm going to let you guys know very soon in the near future, the website link where you can find it. And that we go into a lot of stuff that we don't talk about here on YouTube. So I go in more detail on there. We both do. And the fact of the matter is what they would do is just freeze it. And if you've gone to dermatologists, they've frozen things and then the things fall off and they grow back. And it's a bunch of crap as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not going to go in more detail than that. The fact of the matter is I did not do it this time. And my body actually was thankful and told me, good for you, Darren. And it naturally fell off on its own. And now it's just going to heal naturally. And now, it's flat. There's nothing there, as you can see, it's gone, man, and today, before I took a shower, before I dropped this video, it fell off. And I was like, wow, I just actually went like this or something like that real lightly and it just fell off. And I'm so thankful I didn't go and get it frozen and removed that way. All it keeps doing is just growing back. And now there was a little bit of fear around it. But at the same time, I sat with the fear and I sat with it and there was nothing really to fear. And, the fact of the matter is I come on here and I'm being all of me and I tell you everything and I'm transparent and authentic, and why not? Because most of us are going through the same things. So, and also I want to mention to you that the camera will be here this week, supposedly on Monday. So I'm going to set this bad boy up and we're going to get some real good quality 4K video. The sound is going to be good. The audio is going to, the sound is going to be good. The audio, the same thing. The video quality is going to be great. And we're going to do some edits and, I'm going to get these series rolling that I've been talking about to you guys for a while. So I'm excited about that. There's a lot of new exciting things as the new year came, and there's a lot of new things that I'm going to be bringing on this channel and in other areas. So get prepared. Some great content is coming. Some, vlogging. I'm going to do some stuff out in the nature and outside in public. I've got a lot of things coming for you guys, so be prepared. As I said, this channel is growing. We're going to have some other people on also to bring new, fresh content. I just got a lot of good plans, man, coming, and I hope you stick along for the ride, because I'm so grateful to have all of you, and it keeps growing. We're getting new subscribers. We're getting people commenting. We're getting engagement. I'm meeting new people just from the comments. And I'm planning some big things to come for the future. So get prepared, man. I just want to speak a little bit on that because the fasting has really been tremendous for me. And it's also not only been tremendous for my body and giving my body a chance to rest, but also the healing and the downloads I get from God and Source and Divine, and connecting to Spirit, and the messages I get, and all the intuition is deepening. I'm getting chills just telling you about it because I know it's all true and it's amazing, and I'm so grateful. And as I said, once I complete the cleanse, then I will go back to my fasting schedule, and we'll see how I play along with it, how much longer I go. The amount of days I do is going to fluctuate, and of course I'm documenting it for us all. And I wanted to document this for everybody. I'm not going to show you what it looked like because I don't want to gross everybody out. And unless you put in the comments you want to see it, then I'll put it on camera. But because I saved it in like a little baggie or whatever. But if you don't, that's great too. It's just a piece of skin that fell off. I'm sure you've had that too. And I'm grateful that it did. And it's just proving that my body's healing in a positive way. And I'm doing it in all the right ways with teas and herbs and detoxing and fasting and all these other things that I'm taking part in. So, anyways, let's get into it. I didn't know that that's where the video was going to somewhat go, but I want to just get into a little bit more of us being authentic and being ourselves, and just showing up who we are. And there's a lot of things I would like to say to that, but I'm going to hold that for the off of YouTube. Once like I said, once we drop I'll put it in the description. I'll speak it on the video when it's ready, when we're ready, when we're going to start doing continual shows, which we haven't right now. But we have a lot of, I guess, recordings that we haven't even put up. I mean, I'm talking well over a year of shows that we have recorded and edited. So, there's a lot of content to come. Trust me. If you think 170 videos on here is a lot, we have a lot of content to bring. And this is stuff that obviously I'm not going to put on YouTube. So what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it is about being authentic and being true to yourself and being in alignment with your soul and authentic with your soul and in alignment with your soul. Because if you're not, this is why a lot of us in the world, and it's not only food, it's not only a lot of different things that we think it may be, most of it and majority of it, like the rampant cancer and rampant diabetes and all these different diseases that are out there, is just dis-ease in the body. It's just the body. Basically, you are almost like not in alignment with you and your soul and your body. So you're pushing it down. You're pushing your feelings. You're pushing what you want to do and who you want to be accepted by others and loved by others and accepted in these groups and cliques. And over time, with you continually doing that, you are creating dis-ease in the body. And that's what disease is, basically dis-ease in the body. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an MD. As I spoke about on every video on this channel, I come with experience, life experience. And everything I talk about is through experience and through what I've gone through and what I've seen and what I've experienced. And I won't talk about nothing that I haven't experienced. And that's what it essentially is. It's just dis-ease in the body. And you'll be told different things by people in white coats and things like that. And, half the time, you're best to get a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth opinion just from my opinion. Okay. Everything is my opinion, my experience. And remember that. That's what I say from day one on this channel. So you're welcome to take what you want and leave what you don't. And but don't ever think that I'm sitting here telling you I'm a doctor and just do your own research. That's all I got to say. But I'm telling you from firsthand experience that it is dis-ease in the body. And when you are basically lying, because that's what it really is, you're lying to yourself. You're not being authentic to who you are and what you want. You're doing it and out of acceptance and love for others and to fit into cliques and to fit into groups. We've all done that our entire life. I feel like that's changing, this new earth that we're birthing into, because you can see it all over the place. So many people are standing in their power, standing in their truth. They know their value. They know their worth. They're not playing with it anymore. and they're speaking what's on their mind. They're speaking how they feel versus saying something just to say it so you don't have conflict and you don't have an argument. You're essentially speaking your truth. And that then, my friends, is causing the body to be at peace because you're walking in your power. You're walking in your truth. You're being all of you. You're being who you are, and there will be people that like that. And don't think that for 1 second that there is not somebody out there that likes and loves you for who you are. Because there is, and there's plenty of individuals that want you to show up as you and be vulnerable and be authentic and be real. And they love that side of you. And they want you to be that, but not to show up with 20 different masks on and change your identity for every situation you're in. Oh, I go to this job, so I'm this identity. I go to this place, these groups of people, so I'm this kind of this identity. I go here to the family, and I'm this identity. Like, where's the real you? Where's the vulnerable you? And that, my friends, is how you become peaceful internally. Being in alignment with your soul, being in alignment with you and your authentic self. We all did it when we were kids in school. We all did it. We all showed up fake and pretend, at least most of us anyway. I'm not going to say everybody because there's people that are authentic and always have been. But then there's a large percentage of us that have, especially empaths, that want to be accepted by everyone and not create conflict, and everyone be happy and joyful and nobody be arguing and fighting. That's an empath. You want to like orchestrate everything to be beautiful and loving and wonderful and amazing, and it doesn't work that way. And I've come to find out it doesn't work because there's somebody that's going to be non-authentic. Somebody, at least one person in that group. And they're going to be being fake or showing up fake. I used to do it. I mean, I'd be at home and I'd be wearing a certain type of clothing and being a certain way. And then I'd go on a date and I have to put perfume or cologne and do my hair and make sure everything looks good, brush my teeth, make sure I present myself in a certain type of way, and it's like I feel like women do the same. They put these masks on of all this makeup and 10 pounds of makeup. No offense to you at all. Okay. I love all the females out there. We are you. You are us. You're beautiful souls, every one of you. And, but the fact of the matter is a lot of them out there, a large percentage just show up with a mask on, and it takes them hours to get ready, and they've got to set themselves up perfectly. I did it. I changed like 3-4 times before I went on a date, before I went out in general, when it was so important for me to present myself in a certain way so that if there's a beautiful woman or an attractive woman, I may have a chance. So I have to present myself in a certain way every time I went out. And it took me like 3-4 outfit changes before I went out. Now, I don't do that anymore. Now, when I get on the video to record this for you, I'm me, all of me. And I present myself as me, and I don't sit here and, prep myself like I would have done 5-10 years ago when I was on a platform called, it's owned by Twitter, and I keep forgetting the name. And basically what you used to do is you used to just go live, and they would put you in this waiting area, and people would see that you're live, and random people would just jump in. I can't remember the exact name of it. If I think of it, I'll let you guys know in another video. But the fact of the matter is I used to be at the gym going live on that, and this had to be well over 5 years ago, and there's videos still up on that of mine. I still have a channel on there that I never deleted. I never go back and watch it or anything like that. I don't know that I even would want to. The fact of the matter is I used to make sure that my clothes looked right. I looked right. I was in the gym, jacked up from just working out. So I came on there, presented myself in that way. And it was non-authentic. And hence the reason why there was barely any live people in the live. I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't showing up real. I was being fake. I was putting on a mask, and so I just want to say this, that start paying attention and seeing if that's what you're doing, because we are moving into a direction as we go closer, further and further into 2023, to be real, to be authentic in all areas of our lives. Whether you're at a job, you're in a friendship, you're in a group clique, whatever it is, those relationships and those things are falling off and crumbling and collapsing because they're not the real you. And you're not showing up real in those situations, so they're collapsing, they're crumbling, people are leaving because it's not really you. Just start evaluating it, start reflecting. Reflection can be the most important thing for you to see those areas of your life and if you are showing up in those ways. I hope that you got something out of this. Just be you, be all of you, man. We love all of you. And you will see how many people if you're like, oh man, I feel isolated, alone, nobody wants to be friends with me. You know what? Put down the walls. Show up real. Show up authentic. Show up transparently. And you will see how many people gravitate to you because they love that part of you. They love you being you and all of you. And that, my friends, is unconditional love. And that, my friends, is where we're headed in this new earth. Relationships, romantically, non-romantically, friendships, family dynamics, all of it is becoming unconditional versus what it used to be, which is conditional. Everything was conditional. Like you had to do this to get that. You had to do this to have this friendship. And if you do this and I don't like it, then that's conditional and goodbye. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm exiling you. Goodbye. I'm icing you out because you are doing something I don't like. Now it's flipping and we're accepting all of us. And because we're accepting ourselves and all of ourselves, it's showing up that way in our external. So we're beginning to gravitate to friendships, relationships, romantically. Everything is being magnetized towards us because we're accepting ourselves and all of ourselves. Because we have to, going forward. We have to feel every emotion. We have to feel everything. And the more you try to resist, and it persists even more, and it's just going to get more difficult and more harder because that's the way we're moving as humanity, as a whole, as a collective. We're moving in a way that we're starting to accept each other unconditionally, with unconditional love, which is the most beautiful thing that I've been looking for my entire life. And that's 44 years. And we're finally getting there. That's where I can see this is the golden age. And this is the new earth that we're birthing as humanity, as a collective, as one. So I love you all so much. Thank you again for all the subscribers. Thank you for just your contribution, your comments, your likes, your shares, your all of it. I'm so grateful and appreciative from my heart to yours. I thank you so much for everything you're bringing and just helping me build and create this community where we all can come together and help one another and share our stories and just be there for one another. I love you all so much. Thank you again. Please subscribe. Please comment. Please share. Please like. I appreciate it all. You're helping this channel grow. You're helping others get these videos that need it. And just thank you. You're amazing. And just let me know what you think and your story and your comments. I love hearing it all. I love reading it. I love responding. I'm so grateful and so appreciative. Let's go, man. We're growing this. No, come hell or high water, this channel is growing. So be prepared. Be ready. This is going to be an amazing ride for all of us. Happy New Year. I love you all so much. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors. We got this.